Last night, Project Veritas released a tape exposing CNN and its president, Jeff Zucker.
I just want to reemphasize that, I think we cannot normalize what has happened here in the last week with Trump and his behavior. And I go back to what David Chalian said, that this is a president who knows he's losing, who knows he's in trouble, is sick, maybe is on the after effects of steroids or not, I don't know, but he is acting erratically and desperately, and we need to not normalize that. You know, this is what we've come to expect for the last 3.5 years, 4 years, but it clearly is exacerbated by the time that we're in and the issues that he's dealing with. And I think that we cannot just let it be normalized. He is all over the place and acting erratically, and I think we need to lean into that.
The Trump media, moves immediately from, okay, well, never mind that unmasking was, found to be completely nonsensical, to the latest alleged scandal, and expects everybody to just follow suit. So I don't think that we should be repeating unsubstantiated smears just because the right-wing media suggests that we should. Frankly, if we've made any mistake, it's that our banners have been too polite, and we need to go well after Lindsey Graham. There's a ton going on. Let's stay strong. Let's stay newsy. Let's stay urgent. Let's be smart. There is a lot of news out there, and Lindsey Graham really deserves it.
Each of these so-called scandals for Trump, each of these things, we should just once again be careful to say that this is the one that is going to undo him with his voters.
And to respond to David Chalian's points about politics, I don't know why we would expect any of these politicians to have a conscience and or expect that politics wouldn't be completely hypocritical. And for us to expect anything else would be naive.
If people can't see clearly now why CNN is biased, then I don't even know what to tell them. They said that they were being too polite to Trump. How in the world can you possibly be too polite to Trump? I don't think I've ever seen CNN be even remotely nice to Trump whatsoever. Most of the time they are, or actually all of the time, they're slamming him and berating him about the stupidest things. They've never put Trump in even a neutral light, let alone a polite light. So it kind of speaks to their bias here and how biased they are. It's not a mere slight bias. It is a huge bias for them to think that at any given point in time during the Trump administration that they have been too polite. If they think that, that really goes to show how biased and crazy they are. And now, of course, they're trying to sue Project Veritas, which I don't think is actually going to work very well for them. A lot of that is because James O'Keefe has a perfect record when dealing with these types of lawsuits. They referred to on Twitter, I guess their legal experts were saying that it may be a felony. We referred it to law enforcement. I don't think that's going to hold any water. It's a phone call. It's a morning phone call, and it doesn't matter whether that's just between you and these other people. The fact is that they were able to get access to it like they normally would. I mean, maybe they would try to sue them because they tried to, of the means of which they got access to the phone, but ultimately the point is still the same. They're kind of tucking in their tail and running, and they're obviously scared of the stuff that's coming out. There was also a video from Project Veritas as well, where they talked about where he was actually on the line with Jeff Zucker as they were trying to cut the connection. But by that point, they already had months of recording. So these are going to continue to be released. And any of the ones that are interesting or whatever it may be, I'll definitely be sure to report on those as well on the show. But so far, I think that this is a great thing for them to show people that the president of CNN is on full display in all of these meetings, clearly showing the bias that is there. I'm hoping that Fox News is next in line for these exposés. Fox News, I want to see where their executives were, what they were talking about on the night of November 3rd, when they were calling states way ahead of any of the other news organizations. I would love to see where they would line up on that one. You just watched a clip from the William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.